Wow, what an eerie silence. Welcome to the Poetry Reading with Fatal Friends. Good morning, good
Namaste.
afternoon, and good evening. Namaste, ma'am. Fourth pitch is roaring. Yes, I should rise my pitch. And thank you, ma'am, for being here, my dear friends. And last week we couldn't have it, because due to some reason. I mean, I had this physical meet where Sabita ma'am was there, in Bhubaneswar. So we had a great meet. Khwahish to wish and whatever. So I welcome you all to joy, have this angle of renditions that we have in a while from now. So I would love to go across to Dr. Deena Padayachee to begin the show. Let us give a huge round of applause or welcome him.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to see all of you all again. I don't know why, but it feels like a long time since I've seen all you guys. Seshni, it's great to see you again. I only see you once a week. So it's nice to see you. Yeah. Now, the what I'm going to read today is considered to be satire, and it's been published in a few places, and it's it's a bit of a tease. So if you've left your satire at home or somewhere in the wrong place, you probably won't really like what I'm going to read. But it's about the younger generation and how lovely they are to us and to everybody else. And when we were young, we also were really nice people, weren't we? So it kind of takes me back to how we used to behave as kids, and it's a bit of a tease, and please don't take it literally, because otherwise you might have a nervous breakdown. Okay, it goes like this. Oh, the young ones. It has come to the attention of the central authority that promotes family disintegration that a few wayward, nonconformist youngsters have been detected being respectful, kind, courteous, and even loving to their parents and other older folk. The central authority warns all of you that we have our sneaky 007.5s, informers, and snoops everywhere. Oh, and there's sneaks included as well. This sort of heinous behavior of being nice to older people delays the departure of the old people to the arena of dust and is not acceptable, nor is it tolerated. Of what use are the old, besides being full of whining and whinging, irritation, and half remembered tales of their era, which is of no interest to the vibrant young? Because of the hardworking healers and scientists who are enabling people to live longer, and other factors, there are too many people in the world. The young people need the insurance money and the mullah from the estates of their antecedents so that they can gamble, buy all those posh cars, and enjoy lavish overseas holidays that they did not have to work for. The old people must make way for the young as soon as possible. Incredibly, we have actually encountered unusual young people who remind their parents to take their medication and even take them to the hospital when they get sick. This is unacceptable, utterly unacceptable civilized behavior by the deluded youth. The rest of the young pride themselves on being shamelessly uncivilized, brusque, and totally heartless. Certain young couples have actually been caught visiting their parents more than once a month, and they even see to their welfare. Can you believe it? Some will phone their parents regularly and ask how they can help them. In this modern, uncaring, icy cold technological age, this post old era, why would the misguided, vain youth do this? Why do they care and condescend when so many among the young pride themselves on being irresponsible, lazy, indifferent, and totally uncaring? The Central Authority for Family Disintegration reminds everybody that the errant, compassionate, courteous young should be sent for psychoanalysis and possible admission to psychiatric facilities for monitoring and intensive psychoanalysis and other therapy. The moral and ethical few must not be allowed to influence the conscienceless majority. The CAFD, that's the Central Authority Family Disintegration, I remind you, emphasizes that the elderly are an expensive, onerous, troublesome burden in this lethal National Health Initiative era. Actually, it's NHI in South Africa. It's called National Health Insurance era. And they must not be allowed to shackle the future. Unbelievably, our spies have found that certain lawyers, psychiatrists, and psychologists are guilty of trying to heal the breaches in families by mediating in disputes. Some have actually tried to get warring couples to love each other again. Why would such professionals try to reduce their incomes? Private schools are expensive. Everything is in sharp focus with the rand devaluing because of the Trump tariffs. Some professionals only travel business class. Hell, the money has to come from somewhere. Things are getting more dangerous for criminals. What with a cabinet minister being tried for allegedly receiving a paltry 1.6 million rand illicitly. The loving young malcreants are being reported for arraignment to the council that promotes pain and divorce, even as our right. The central authority that promotes family disintegration recommends that the erring altruistic ones be sent for further re-education to the appropriate satanic counselors for lectures on how to be wicked. The wise ones will teach the loving ones the South African ways of vanity, vicious disrespect, and malignancy. Love must never be allowed to grow in this land of vile, ubiquitous, racist, bullying, and bigoted hatred. How else can other countries take advantage of us and exploit us unless we ourselves are cruelly divisive and self-destructive? The doddering ones must be taught about the wisdom to be found in solitude and not caring for themselves so that they die quickly. Just to make sure that these senile ones have properly attested wills, but not last testaments. The CAFD, that's the Council for Family Disintegration, salutes the ways of hubris and ostentatious affluence of the selfish, self-obsessed, vicariously indolent, often drug-addicted and insolent young, to whom the future belongs, we must remind you. A future hopefully not too polluted by too many of their own malicious, sadistic, maggot-like offspring. I thank you for listening to this not quite poetry. Thank you.
Not quite poetry. Yes, I was able to say that, but yes, you said many things in your what do you call, uh, brilliant narrative. I mean, you have so much within you, sir. You have so much within you. Oh my God! Please give
Thank you.
Dr. Deena Padayachee. Please up for uh, Prabha Shastri Amma, who has come after a long gap. She is down with some health issues. Please welcome Dr. Miss Prabha Shastri. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. It's been long.
You, Prasanna. Good evening to everybody. First, I will read one Sanskrit poem. Then I will tell that meaning in English. Then I will read one Telugu poem. Okay? This is Subhashitam. Means Mora. याचना हि पुरुषस्य महत्त्वम् याचना हि पुरुषस्य महत्त्वम् नाशयच्च किलमेव तदा हि सज्जयेव भगवानापि विष्णुर्वा मनो भवति याचितुमिच्छन्. It means begging destroys a man in every way. Even Lord Vishnu, who loves to beg, goes and becomes a dwarf. Now I will read one Telugu poem. This name is I will write again. In Telugu, తిరిగి రాస్తాను తిరిగి రాస్తాను. అవునండి అవునండి చరిత్ర రాయాలని ఆలోచన వచ్చింది. చరిత్ర రాయాలని ఆలోచన వచ్చింది. పెన్ను పట్టాను. ఆనాటి దేశ చరిత్ర రాద్దామని మళ్ళీ వెనక్కి తగ్గాను. ఆనాటి దేశ చరిత్ర రాద్దామని మళ్ళీ వెనక్కి తగ్గాను. వద్దులే రాసిందే రాయడం బోరని మానుకున్నాను. వద్దులే రాసిందే రాయడం బోరని ఊరుకున్నాను. పోనీ నేటి రాజకీయాలు ఆలోచించాను. అమ్మో అమ్మో అవి పాచిపోయిన కంపు కొట్టే కథలు వింతలు. కంపు కొట్టే కథలు వింతలు. సరే సరే ఆడవారి జీవితాలు రాయాలంటే వంటింటి కప్పలు కాదు. ఈనాడు వంటింటి కప్పలు కాదు. బెకబెకలు పోయి గబగబా గోలలు ఈలలు. గబగబా గోలలు ఈలలు. మేమే త్యాగమూర్తులం. మేమే స్వాతంత్రం పొందిన మహిళలం.
We lost many friends. I think she has this issue of connection, but it was very nice. Let's see if she could make it. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you can listen my words.
Yes. చెప్పండి అమ్మా, పర్వాలేదు. Go ahead.
సరే ఆడవారి జీవితాలు రాయాలని అనుకున్నాను. కానీ ఈనాడు వంట ఇంటి కప్పలు కాదు. బెకబెకలు పోయి గబగబా గోలలు ఈలలు. మేమే త్యాగమూర్తులం. మేమే స్వాతంత్రం పొందిన మహిళలం. మేము ఏమంటే అదే నిజం. మేము ఏం చేస్తే అదే ఆధునికత. వంట వార్పు డ్యూటీ మారింది. వంట వార్పు డ్యూటీ మారింది. వేదికలు ఎక్కుతాం, వాదనలు చేస్తాం, ఆకాశంలో ఎగరే అంగనలము. హారి తేరిన ఆధునిక వనితలం. హారి తేరిన ఆధునిక వనితలం. అన్నీ అన్నీ మావే, మాకే అంకితం అంటారు. ఏమిటో విచిత్రం, ఏమిటో విచిత్రం. విచ్చలవిడిగా వీధులో వేదికలపై విహరించి దుంప తెంపుతారు. నోరెత్తితే మూసి మూట కట్టి మూలకు త్రోస్తారు. బహుపరాక్. మూలకు తోస్తారు బహుపరాక్. పోనీ పోనీ యువకుల చరిత్రలు రాసి పేరు పొద్దాం అనుకున్నాను. ఈతలు పల్టీలు కొట్టి తేల్దాం అనుకున్నాను. పెద్ద లేదు చిన్న లేదు, మర్యాద అసలు ఇవ్వరు. పోని చదువు సంధ్యలు పట్టాలు గురించి 4 అక్షరాలు గీకుదామంటే ఓహోహో పెద్ద గొప్ప అని హేళన మర్యాద వేలం వేసి ముప్పు తిప్పలు. ఏం చేస్తాను? వద్దులెమ్మని పిల్లలు దేవునితో సమానం కదా అని చిన్నారుల చిట్టి పొట్టి పిల్లకాయల బంగారం భవిష్యత్తులు రాద్దామంటే వాళ్ళేం పసిపాపలా, వాళ్ళేం పసిపాపలా. టీవీ సినిమా మహిమలతో చిచ్చర పిడుగులు, పెద్ద పెద్ద డైలాగులు, భయం భక్తిది నేర్పుదామంటే వినరు సరికదా. పెద్దోళ్ళు తల తింటున్నారు గుణుగుళ్ళు, పెద్దోళ్ళు తల తింటున్నారని గుణుగుళ్ళు. వీలైతే అగత్యాలు ఆపసోపాలు. అందుకే అది విడిచేశాను, అందుకే అది విడిచేశాను. నేను ప్రకృతి అందాలు రాస్తాను, నేను ప్రకృతి అందాలు రాస్తాను. కనులకు చల్లగా పచ్చని చెట్లు, చల్లని గాలి, ఊహకి అందని మరో అద్భుత లోకంలో విహరిస్తూ నేను ప్రకృతి అందాలు తిరిగి రాస్తాను. ప్రకృతి మనిషికి ఆధారం, అవునా? ప్రకృతి మనిషికి ఆధారం. ఇప్పటికైనా కళ్ళు మెదడు తెరిచి చూద్దాం. పరిసరాలు కలుషితం చెయ్యటం ఆపేద్దాం. చినుకులు కురిసే వేళలో పరవశం పొంది భూమి లాంటి ఎదలో ద్వేష విద్వేషాల విషవృక్షాలను నరికేద్దాం. ద్వేష విశేషాల విషవృక్షాలను నరికేద్దాం. కూకటి వేళతో సహా కూల్చేద్దాం. ఉత్తమ బుద్ధులు బీజాలు నాటుదాం. ఉత్తమ బుద్ధుల బీజాలు నాటుదాం. 10 మందితో కలిసి మెలిసి ఉందాం. ఎంతో బాగుంటుంది కదా ఆ జీవితం. సరదాలు ఆనందాలు పంచుకుందాం హాయిగా. కిలకల నవ్వుతూ కలకలలాడుతూ జీవిద్దాం. నడుస్తున్న చరిత్రలో మరో కొత్త చరిత్రను సృష్టిద్దాం. మరో క్రొత్త చరిత్రను సృష్టిద్దాం. దేని గురించి? ప్రకృతి గురించి. కష్టాలను గెలిచి విజయాలను అందుకుందాం. అరమిరకలు మరిచి ఒక్కటై ముందుకు సాగుదాం. అరమిరకలు మరిచి ఒక్కటై ముందుకు సాగుదాం. నమస్తే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Excellent, Amma. Silent, calm, and we rebuild the nature and we'll construct the nature as well. So beautiful, Amma. So beautiful. Thank you, మీ ఆరోగ్యం జాగ్రత్త. And వచ్చినందుకు చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు. Thanks for coming. Yeah, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss Prabha Shastri Joshila. Next up is uh, Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Sir, please unmute your mic. Colonel, sir, please.
Sorry. Now, am I audible?
Sir, yes, sir.
Prasanna ji?
Sir,
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you very much. I would recite 2 ghazals in Urdu language. Urdu language is a very sweet language, very strong language. And every word what the ghazals depict, there are love and only love. मैं अर्ज कर रहा हूँ कि हाले दिल आपसे छुपाना है, अपने दिल का हाल आपसे छुपाना है, अश्क पी के भी मुस्कुराना है। अश्क क्या होता है? आंसू। अश्क पी के भी मुस्कुराना है, दिल तो लबरेज है दर्दो गम से। लबरेज होना मतलब भरा हुआ है। दिल तो लबरेज है दर्दो गम से, दिल में गम और कुछ नहीं है। ये मुस्कुराहट तो एक बहाना है, ये मुस्कुराहट तो एक बहाना है। आप औरों से रहें जुदा क्यों कर, आप औरों से रहें जुदा क्यों कर, दुश्मन तो अपना कुल जमाना है, दुश्मन तो अपना कुल जमाना है। तो आखिरी बंदिश है कि दूर कितनी है और मंजिल मेरी, दूर कितनी है और मंजिल मेरी, बोझ कब तक ये उठाना है, बोझ कब तक ये उठाना है, वेटिंग फॉर द लास्ट मोमेंट। ये गजल जो कि बहुत ज्यादा पसंद की गई थी, अच्छी लगी थी और मशहूर हुई थी। पेश करने के बाद एक और छोटी सी गजल मैं पेश करूंगा कि आप कहते हैं तो गम भी पी लेंगे हम, आप कहते हैं कि गम भी पी लेंगे हम, कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे होठ सी लेंगे हम, कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे होठ सी लेंगे हम, और दूर रहकर से आपसे तो जीना है, दूर रहकर आपसे कोई जीना है, कदम कसम खुदा की ये रजा आपकी है तो जी लेंगे। मतलब अगर आप ऐसा चाहते हैं तो हम ऐसे भी जी लेंगे, गम में भी जी लेंगे। तो बहुत है बहुत आपने गम का अजीज हमें, है बहुत अपना गम अजीज हमें, ना दुनिया की हम कोई खुशी लें। अगर आपकी रजा यही है, इसलिए बंद में मैंने बोला था कि अगर आपकी रजा यही है तो, अगर आपकी रजा यही है तो गम भी ऐसे ही हम जी लेंगे। नमस्कार, नमस्कार, ऑल द बेस्ट यू।
थैंक यू सर। सदा नमस्कार, सबसे प्रणाम आपका। और यस, दुश्मन तो जमाना है सर, एग्जैक्टली। थैंक यू
जी,
थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग योर पीस ऑफ wisdom. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome
थैंक यू।
Dr. Mr. Devendra KC.
Namaste and good evening to all. Uh, you all must have known that Nepal had a very terrible time within this past week. Still, we are going through the same. Hope that things will be better. When the people in the government they could not run the country properly, then young blood were very, I mean, hot, and they started their protest, and a lot of damages went on. We don't think that that is because of those young students. Something wrong went there, and now at least there is a prime minister, lady prime minister for the first time in Nepal. Sorry for informing this. I have a small poem about destination unknown. Vehicles, aeroplanes transport peoples and goods regularly. Rivers and oceans are flowing with their speed to reach somewhere eagerly. Every living being, including man, running with their speed to fulfill their needs continuously. It seems everybody is in rush in this world. Temples, mosques, churches, vehicles, planes, shopping malls, restaurants, movie centers have crowd of people, beggars on the street, priests in the temples, fathers in the churches, and mullahs in the mosques. All are busy. And the visitors there are in queue to offer blessings to their dreams fulfilled. Doctors are busy to perform their duties to earn. Patients are busy to get treatments in turn. Teachers are busy to finish their lessons and students are busy to learn. Scientists are busy to invent something new to be number one. Power players are busy to show their ability to the world at any cost that should be done. The Ramayana, the Mahabharata also ended up with the war, what they got in turn. The old wars and present day wars of conflict all brought pain as lesson learned. A bird flies high and finally comes to its nest for rest. The social insects, bees, ants, and termites, they move in groups, collect food for tomorrow, and one day they all finished, not with their interest. It seems there is a racing competition among all, but the destination is unknown. When, how, where one end up, the life has been decided the day one was born. Knowing all the hidden facts of life, Prince Siddhartha left his palace and became Buddha the Great. The only truth of life is death, which every religion accepts. Thank you.
Very well said, sir. Very well said. Thank you for being here, and thank you for presenting your thoughtful words. Please give a round of applause, my dear friend. That was Devendra KC from joining from Nepal, which is now is rising under turbulence. Please pray for it. And yes, First Lady Prime Minister has taken over. Now I will see the things will be subsided and calmed. Thank you,
Yeah.
Devendra sir.
Thank you,
Uh,
sir.
so our emotions are with you, and Richard is up next.
Thank you. It is a great honor to be here with you all. Namaskar. This is a science poem today. It's called In the Piece of the Universe We Can See, There Are Roughly 2 trillion galaxies. Oh, say, can you see all the galaxies in me? And when our vision takes time to crawl up from the depths of the grime in our cup, what a marvelous sight, the shimmering, glimmering, oh, so dinnering, to see, oh me, what marvelous things to be. We'll see what marvelous things there are to be. When up from the slippery cup, climbing and the chiming for $1 or a dime, from the cheap seats the lamp bleats, but is so much more than that, or else I'll be eating my hat. And as the dinner rolls in, I give up some skin, counting the stars, just those right where you are, and those spinning out far. I got the drift of the redshift. Looking back now in time, so redshifted in run, it's fine, and they're listed, gold-kisted, defined. The counting, a perspective reflecting divine. And when the dinner's delivered, carried by some green little lizard, the lazy among us and old Gerald McHungus with his bosh and his bundles can never be bothered. They're tumbled, ignoring the slaughter of their sons and their daughters. Never, no, never climb to the rim. It might be a sin, leaving the peeking and sneaking to gin. 'Tis said the apple of knowledge might help you in college. It might provide you acknowledge a ride you just might climb up to. Say, the rim of the cup, pour and see where the other kids have their supper. That's the Milky Way splashing. What can I say? To see them all dashing and spinning the old cosmos out there grinning, an infinity of stars. We'll be going back to Mars. Please, if you please, keep counting the stars so you know just when and where you are. My friend, how very sorry we've tarried just this far. Thank you so much.
That was sharp and hard. Richard is always, with his victory mode. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Richard at his best, always. Please welcome Mr. Gobind Basak. Mr. Gobind Basak. Mr. Gobind Basak. Govind sir, please unmute your mic. Govind sir, please unmute your mic. Pran G Basak, yeah, Pran Gobind Basak. Okay, well, I think he's having this time, and I'll go with Swarna.
Hi
Swarna.
everyone. Hi everyone. I have 2 poems for you today. So here goes. I stare into the dark, empty abyss of loneliness, and not even my own reflection stares back. In this vast, rich world filled with so many extraordinary beings, I cannot even call myself a friend. I take pride in calling myself independent, but sometimes that word has an extravagant price tag. Exploring your truth in a world that wants to adorn you with lies means casting off the illusion that others can fulfill you in ways you can't fulfill yourself. And it's not about actively cutting off relationships with some crazy, misguided vengeance. Anything that is not meant for you naturally falls away in its own time, like a ripe apple falling to the ground, heavy with the sweetness of having fulfilled its purpose on the tree. My being emanates with spiritual splendor, assuring me lovingly that anything in the short term that is lost can be converted into long-term gains, and true love shared with loved ones is never in vain. That love settles in our bones and calls us back home when we forget that our reflection can only be found in a true mirror, not a false one like loneliness. For in this vast, rich world filled with so many extraordinary beings, I have come to the stunning, liberating realization that I have only ever truly belonged to myself. Thank you so much.
So you truly belong to yourself. Go ahead, Swarna.
Okay. Okay, this is my next poem. I ask God, are you real? He replies, I'm as real as you. I ask God, then why do I never see you? He asks, do you think happiness is real? What about love? What about faith? I reply, yes, of course they're real. He asks, how do you know? You can't see them. I reply, I feel them in my heart. He says, I am love, I am joy, I am faith. Feel me always and rejoice, for I am constant and unwavering. I will never let you down. I will only explode in your heart as you evolve without a sound. I stutter helplessly, but God, sometimes it gets so dark, so utterly bleak and dark. He replies, so find me in your mother's homemade food. Find me in your father's loving scoldings. Find me in your brother's relentless teasing. Find me in your loved one's breathing. Find me in everything you can see, taste, smell, hear, and touch. Find me in yourself. For no matter what happens, your soul is anchored to me, and I will pull you back to shore every time you leave. That is a promise I make to you. If you search for me, you will find me, for I cannot be missed. I am everywhere that your heart can see. I ask God, God, will you please stay with me? God replies with tears in his eyes, forever and ever, you'll see.
You can find him everywhere.
Swan, I love those two pieces. I very, very much love the style, the conversational style as well. This is the language of the seers, really. We mystics, we like to talk to God at times. But more importantly, you're showing that within the vulnerability, within the darkness, there is also light. You know, and that's very important for us in the world today. We need more hope. We have hope, but we need faith, which is even deeper. And it's like a contrast between the light and the darkness, but saying that they essentially one. They're interwoven, they work together. And I really love these two pieces from me. I actually think that your work is better, by the way. Known you for a while and you're improving quite a lot. So hurry on.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lantern.
Thank you, Swarna. Thank you. That was two lovely pieces. Please give it up for Swarna and please welcome Govinda Basak. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Yes, I am here now. Last time I could not connect you. Sorry for the disturbance. Yes, in India today is Hindi Divas, but my language is Bangla. I love to read my poem in Bangla. I extend my congratulations to all the poets here. I am very much happy to see all of you and listening the poet. Okay, Okay. Now I recite one Bangla poem. বসে পড়ে প্রাচীন লাটাই, যতদূর যেতে চাও যাও, লাটাই রয়েছে আঙ্গুলে। কোনোদিন যদি ঘটে থাকে কোনো আশ্চর্য ঘটনা, দিন দুপুরে ঝড়বর্তী উন্মাদ মেঘ ঘটা করে আনে বৃষ্টি। ছায়া ছায়া খেলায় মেতেছিল সাপ লুডু, ভ্রমণে বেরিয়ে খোঁজো মন্দিরে প্রাণের ছটা। রাতে ঘুমে জড়িয়ে পড়ে একের পর এক স্বপ্ন। বসার ঘরে নিমিলিত আবছায়া পুনর্জন্ম যেন, ফলাফল নজর এড়িয়ে গোপন থাকে আজন্ম। সিঁড়িতে সাপ ওঠে নামে, ছায়া গিলে খায় মহাকাল। রাতভর গলিমুখে জাগরণ উৎসবে মেতেছে মহল্লা। এক পা ফেলে ফেলে অক্ষর শব্দের ভুল। যদি আবদার তুলে দাঁড়াই, খসে পড়ে প্রাচীন লাটাই। Thank you very much for listening my poem. Okay, thank you, Prasanna.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Would you love to would you like to present my second piece, or
हाँ, हेलो।
दूसरा कविता कुछ सुनाना चाहेंगे आप? बंगाली
Another poem,
Yes,
another
yes.
poem or description?
नहीं, आप सुनाना चाहेंगे तो सुना सकते हैं।
Okay, one small poem again. কোনো কথাই শেষ কথা নয়, শেষ কথা কখনো শেষ হয় না। হাই রাইজের অচেনা চৌথা মঞ্জিল, সম্পর্কের শেষ সিঁড়ি বলা যায় না। আরো রয়েছে সম্ভাবনাময় সিঁড়ির শেষে ঝুলন্ত আকাশ। একটা বিরাট শরীর অনন্ত, সেই বেশি টানে অনুক্ষণ। কাছে যায় অবুঝ আগুন, সিঁড়ির আধো আধারে এক কোনায় দাঁড়িয়ে আছো। শেষ হয় না শেষ কথা কখনো। ধন্যবাদ। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for reading in Bengali, and thank you for presenting with loud, and the tonality of that. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Pran Basak. We got three new poets today. Joined Diane, and I know left for last 5 or 6 years maybe, and she could not make it. But yes, and Renette, we also know, but then we recently met in Bhubaneswar. And yes, and Hari Srinivas also is there. So 3 poets have joined today, and we'll call them up after Manatita, Lantern Carrier. Please welcome Manatita.
Thank you. The Rising Tides, Moon Songs. The rising tides echoes cross the oceans, carrying our dreams upon the blustering winds. They tell of our struggles through moon songs, using haunting melodies, invocations stitched with finesse on brocades of silk, woven from our tears and longing, rising and falling like waves, yet with the luminosity of 1,000 flares. Our story begins with a once majestic continent. Its tides, a powerful breath, shaping the coastline and lyrics of its people. It is still the heartbeat of Gaia, one where the blue moon is proud to sing vibrant songs of its vast dynasties, great academies, spiritual luminaries, and technical advancement. We who dwelt where tides and kingdoms met, listened with awe at the moon's silky voice, blessing the abundance of our continent. Its lullabies a panacea to our flora and fauna. We who sat at fireside chats, eating ugali, fufu, or sadza, nourish our stomachs with the juice of colorful wild berries around giant baobab trees that sheltered us with their branches. We imbibe the wisdom of griot, imparting the secrets of our great science and technology, our ability to build pyramids and rid the celestial heavens. It was here that mariners and poets wrote of and told ballads of this great cradle of civilization with wonder, reverence, dignity, and poise. The moon and tide still rise like elders, proudly telling our stories in songs and whispers, chatting with perennial entities of our ancient prowess, that which shaped not only our spirit, but the very essence of our land and visions. The lustrous moon has long been one of the keepers of our songs, just as she has been the guardian of our tides. She preserves our sacred secrets, her gaze full of memories and sorrows, her energy soothes and calms, invoking ballads like songbearers in the hearts of custodians and lovers alike. My own moon song is a symphony, shaped by my ancestors' longing for liberation. Like a seer seeking the beloved, it is carved from pain and a bed of arrows on the soul, playing a requiem on the tides of life's conscience, whispering praises to love. It stirs in the rustle of reeds just as much as in the lutes of heavenly deities and ancient bards sighing. It lies in our diamond faith, resilience, and sacrifice, our pleas for mercy, striving to live in balance with the pendulums of tide and moon, so the spirit of our forefathers will soar on the waves of cosmic love. Carried through generations, they reflect the rhythm and blues of our parents, the jazz of our great-grandparents, the djembes of our griot, telling our demise to the breeze, carrying our hymns to lovers of the way of truth and beauty. Now the moon becomes a conduit for our drums, imploring our children to emerge, to claim our inheritance, lost in the Aladdin caves of alien lands. Our chants are carried across mountains and valleys, amidst communities in Anansi folklore and coded signals, interpreted by hearts of goodness, equality, magnanimity, justice, and the love eternal. Our psalms chime cadences that are persuasive, like bells, yet gentle. For the winds carry their rhythms to hearts, pulsing aspirations in sleep, drifting over the vista of a continent where stars cascade light, tides and moon songs blend unceasingly, carrying the banner of victory with each new dawn. Slowly our people learn to read the tools of deception, to recognize that reeds are not marigolds and thorns are not roses, that even if we are promised cherry blossoms, we are lucky to get ferns and foliage. Yet we watch the tides rise as we sing harmonies to our children and grandchildren of renewal and the glories of tomorrows and a sunrise in renaissance. We pray for forgiveness for those who harmed us so callously and the awakening of a glorious Africa, manifesting abundance, echoing the sweet music of harmony, of love for a continent and all that it endures. Kozi sikeleli Afrika, malu panganisu pondo wayo, izwa imitanda zoyetu, kozi sikelela Tina lusapo wayo. Lantern Carrier. Thank you.
And
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. That's the national anthem of my country, South Africa, as well. So,
Indeed. Yes.
Lantern Carrier, you're a beacon. You know, whenever you are in this group, we know we're going to get absolute brilliance. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lantern Carrier, you are, sir. Indeed, 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 indeed. And your reading is panacea for us. And it's like, we love to hear you and reading, the trajectory, the way it has taken the poem. I love it. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. And yes, you could say, just watch Laxman Rao, sir, is intently listening to you. So, thank you, thank you.
Sorry,
Brilliant.
can I just say
Please
also thank you so
go ahead,
much,
anybody would
Lantern.
like. Yeah, go
That
ahead.
was so beautiful, and you singing the national anthem, it actually brought me to tears. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm also from South Africa, like Deena, so it was so lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Seshni.
Seshni, yes.
She's my friend in London. She calls me and gives me advice. I'm teasing her.
Thank you, my dear Acharya, and let us now go to our new poets who have joined us for the first time. Diane, Renette, Dr. Varindra Gagna, Mr. Hari Srinivas. Let's go to Diane and hear from her. Diane.
Good day, everyone from New York City. At first, I was just going to listen, but I'm so glad you have time for me. In theme, in the same thinking as Lantern, respect to our elders. This piece is called Lasting Memories, Radiant Hope. It is from my book that just came out, Two Braids and a Bang. That's a picture of me as a child. My hairstyle was always two braids and a bang. So that's the name of the book. Lasting Memories, Radiant Hope. Do you recall the smell of soaps and cologne elders wore? Do you recall holiday kitchen smells? Weekday kitchen smells? Do you recall the lotion we all used to soften our skin and look dewy? Because the television announcer convinced us that we did, and our eyes glazed over and began to believe it. So we are convinced that this stuff is good. Look, it works. Suddenly, our eyes soften and the gaze seems more forgiving. Our creases disappear because we have radiant hope. It was the addition of beet juice and drinking more water and having a more positive outlook and getting rid of verbal assailants quicker and reminding you of your mortality to say what you must now, not later. My radiant hope I personify in my body and my deeds. And hopefully, as I remember the smells of lotions and soaps and comforting food, I build a lasting memory for someone else. DMW. Thank you.
What a lovely presentation. I could see your eyes moving around and, speaking, as if, gesticulation and gestures. So beautiful, Dan. So beautiful. Wonderful. Thanks. And you're an award-winning writer.
Her
And I
face
know
is as
that.
light and soft and radiant as some of the lines she used. Good to see you again, Diane.
please do join, and we'll be looking forward for your more poems that you present. We'll be looking forward to listen them. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Mr. Hari Srinivas.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Please go ahead, sir.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
First time I am participating in this Zoom poetry meeting. In fact, I met Mr. Prasanna Kumar at Bhubaneswar on 6th September only. I was delighted to know so many activities he is doing. And surprisingly, yesterday I received an invitation to join this Zoom meeting. Let me present a poem, The Heart, Not My Heart, Not My Sweetheart. Whose heart and what it contains. Please listen carefully. God Brahma, upon request of his wife Saraswati, entered the heart of a woman on earth. God Brahma, upon request of his wife Saraswati, entered the heart of a woman on earth. Oh Saraswati, this woman's heart is so beautiful. This woman's heart is so beautiful, wonderful, astonishing, diverse and divine. In the heart, Lord Brahma saw Mother Earth. Mother Earth signifying her patience. Mother Earth signifying her patience. Himalayan mountain range, equal generous conduct. The Manasarod lake depicting her purity. Kalpavruksha, the booming tree representing her generosity. Night owls sing melodiously, signifying her joy. A clear sky representing her peace of mind. Parrots representing her sweet talk. Snakes moving faster representing her anger. Snakes moving faster representing her anger. Omkar mantra echoing her resounding merit. Omkar mantra echoing her resounding merit. Vishnu chakra representing her valor. One ventricle of heart, full of nectar, that is her love. One ventricle of heart full of nectar, that is her love. And the other one, deadly poison, that is her hate. One side of the inner heart, deep, dark ocean of suspicion. One side of the inner heart, deep, dark side of suspicion. Other side of inner heart, pleasant moon, glittering the universe. Other side of the inner heart, pleasant moon glittering the universe. The treasure of love, affection in the heart is, the treasure of love, affection in the heart is marvelous, true, vivid, and boundless. God Brahma said, my tribute on earth, and her wonderful heart. Thank you.
That was mythology unfolded. Thank you, Mr. Hari Srinivas, sir. Thank you for joining. We love. Yes, we met in the meeting, and we had a pleasure, having, exchanging some views and taking your blessings as well, sir. Thank you for coming, and please give a round of applause. Please welcome Dr. Don't know this. Dr. Warendra Gogna.
Thank you, Prasanna. It's nice to see you. And here, you just want me to do some poetry, right?
Exactly. Please go ahead, sir.
One day, it is a fear and uncertainty. I'm telling you, it is fear and uncertainty. On days when my biggest enemies sit on throne, all my optimistic shields collapse. The courageous knight inside me refuses to stand alone in the battle where my dominant nightmares attack. Fear and uncertainty are the ones calling shots on those days, making my goals and dreams their hostages. Enemy combatant finds key to my self control and composer named weaponaries to torment me when I defenselessly portray to be in control, while I am suffering from a big mental breakdown in the middle of the war against my happy state, who was decrowned, and nobody else is around to rescue me from this war declared down on the days when my biggest enemies sit on throne, all my optimistic shields collapse. Thank you.
Wow, excellent, excellent, sir. I love your reading and love your presentation of poem as well. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Warendra Gagna joining us for the first time. I wish you he would continue the journey with us. And let's go across to Renette Dsouza.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, Dr. Miss Renette Dsouza. Please unmute your mic, ma'am. Please unmute your mic. Please unmute your mic, ma'am. Yes, go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Renette Dsouza from Mumbai, India. And I'd like to read a poem from my just published book, Glow and Passion. I hope I'm audible to everyone. It's titled In the Stillness of the Night. The first snowfall of the season, as it settles down at night, creates a picturesque image, a stillness in black and white. And in this early hour and time, when the town's in bed sleeping tight, I stand at my window, thinking of you as I watch this serene, tranquil sight. A certain calm floats in the air. There's a crisp chill in the breeze. Not a soul to be seen around, only silhouettes of the trees. The bench lies vacant, looking vulnerable. The romantic stage setting lies there. The street's lights provide the spotlight. I wish you and I were there. We would cuddle up on the bench under street lights shining bright and enjoy the magic of winter in the stillness of the night. I'd keep you warm, all wrapped up in my arms, like the earth beneath the blanket of snow. The things I would have done just to be with the one I adore. But silence lurks in the shadows, like the silence that claimed my heart since the day you bid me adieu, a brand new life to start. I now stand here all alone, staring, cold as the glistening winter snow. Empty benches and broken hearts. Where do the lonely go? So,
Wow, very nice reading, very nice presentation, beautiful poesy, I would say that. Love the shadows. Please give it up for Renette Dsouza.
thank you.
I wish he would continue the journey with us for the next, coming weeks. Please give it up. And please welcome Dr. Mr. Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Mr. Mrinal Kanti Ghosh, please unmute your mic, sir. Please stay on, my dear friends. We have line of poems.
I am reading my. Can you hear me, please? Can you
Yes.
hear me, please?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am reading my 2 Bengali poems, including English translation. রাত্রির অন্ধকারে রাত্রির অন্ধকারে তুমি নামো, তুমি এলে জীবনের মানে হয় অন্য কোনো। এখনো গভীর রাতে নিশিথিনী ডাকে, সেই কবেকার ফেলে আসা দিন, জীবনের রঙে মেশা সময়ের গান, ঘাস ফড়িং বাতাবি লেবু, মাটির ঘ্রাণ, মুদিয়ালি চোখ, এখনো তোমার কাছে পাই তার মানে। Swiftly as we advance through the shades of night, another life unfolds and calls out the names lost in the past, those merry moments, the color and the verb of butterflies and of melons, mellow of meaningfulness. Next poetry, Bengali. কালবৈশাখী রোদ নামে, কালবৈশাখী রোদ নামে নিচে, তার সাথে একা একা তুমিও কি নামো এক সময়ের কাছে। The sunshine of the northwest wind, sunshine. The sunshine of the northwest wind, it brings the time of your approach. Alone, forlorn as I stand, our union against the distraction. Thank you so much. Thank you, President. Thank you so much.
Sweet and so lovely pieces, sir. Beautiful, short and sweet.
Thank you.
That's what they say. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Whisper is up next. Please stay on, my dear friends. We have got line of poets. You just enjoy their renditions. Yes. Whisper.
Namaskar, everyone. Namaskar, everyone. Thank you so much for the space. I'm so happy to be here with you. The full moon last week was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful, and I have a short poem about it. Last night, in the velvet quiet of the dark, the moon was flirting with me through the black lace of the branches of the trees. I saw her glow as she rose, standing in my kitchen, looking out the window. Her bright glory brought excitement to my mind, and I rushed outside to greet her, as fervent as a lover rushing into lover's arms. Out in the yard, I moved through the dew-soaked grass as she teased me with the view of her lovely orb, not yet fully formed, hiding and seeking me with glimpses of her lambent shape, as an ingenue bats her eyes to tantalize and offer a promise to be beheld, if I can just be patient. And what sweet libation awaits? Not her lips, oh sweet lips of alabaster, but a satiety that comes from taking in the full glory of her from my humble yard observatory. I long to feel her glow upon my skin and to refresh the chambers of my heart with love and light. She reminds me to remember that I am made of stardust, moon glow, and energy. And so I bow my head and give my thanks to the moon for filling my chakras each month with her beauty and grace. And then
I can't let you get away with it saying something, man. This piece is just so beautiful, so full of light. I mean, you're like an Alo Devi. Alo Devi means angel of deity of light, and you're like an Alo Devi yourself. You're so gorgeous looking today, I have to say, even in front of so many people.
And look at the way she reads.
Smile is so suited to your piece.
And look at the way she reads. Look at the way she reads. So
yeah, she looks just so gentle and so sweet. It's incredible. And your piece is sublime.
Thank you.
Whisper, go ahead.
Thank you, Lanta. And I did want to say I'm so sorry that your fingers are hurting, and I wanted to ask you if I may light a candle for your healing.
Certainly.
I always want to ask. Always ask permission.
Certainly. We are all instruments of the Most High. I'm a mere instrument. Nimitramatram, Nimitramatram, Nimitramatram. I am a mere instrument.
Go ahead, Vishwa.
The second piece is called Gas Station Gypsy. She was pumping gas when I saw her, skinny, dirty, cream pale skin, visible on that brief stretch of flesh between her ragged Chuck Taylors and the hem of her black skirt. There was a roll of beige carpet strapped to her trunk. Her bed, I assumed, as I watched her dab a chunk of gas station muffin from her chin. She inserted the nozzle into the tank, her pennies pouring from her deflated wallet into the maw of her unknown future. The energy around her vibrated in the way of a person living on the edge of survival. It shimmered in that particular light of a convenience store at night, but her eyes held no fear or suspicion when I approached. She was not wary, despite what must have been a roughness to her life. She looked into my face with a genuine smile, and I was surprised. I offered her the bounty I held in my hand, a $50 lottery ticket. I'm supposed to give this to you, I said, and registered her stunned expression as I turned and left. I wish it could have been more, but the universe knows why it turns the wheel so. And whatever that may be, this is what I know. There, but for the grace of the divine, I go.
Wow. Please give it up for Whisper, my dear friends. What a presentation that has given. What a lovely poem. If anybody would like to react, you could just go ahead, but otherwise, yes, thank you, Whisper. Thank you for making it tonight. And yes, there is a pitch rising and roaring 1, 2, 3, 4th pitch. Sabita Sahu's. She's gonna go. Yeah.
Namaste everyone. And Virender sir, Srinivas sir, Renette, and Laxman sir, Yanam. Hi everybody. And I'll be reciting.
There is Renette also.
Yeah, I just addressed her. Yeah, the poem which I'm going to recite is a character poem. This is about a MNC worker who holds a high post in MNC. And fortunately, I had a talk with him. And this is the line I just quoted from him. Yet I breathe, he said. So the title of my poem is Yet I Breathe. I walk on well-paved roads. I drive a Mercedes. My office is on the 3rd floor of a massive building. I have employed 56 men and women whose salary check comes to 95 lakhs every month. I had a nice woman as my wife who has left behind 2 girls. They are in a hostel at London. I live alone. My maid cooks for me all exotic food, which I never like. She looks at my half-finished plate, raises her eye, and then shrugs. When I'm at home, I lie down on bed and stare at my ceiling. When I look at my mirror for a hasty combing, I see a stranger. I try to recognize who he is, but I failed. Now I have given up. Yet I breathe. I shave, get dressed. I sign checks, speak over the phone, chair meetings, and dream. I'm floating on clouds with my sweet love in my arms. With my sweet love in my arms. Thank you.
So that was touchy. You are touched by the condition of the so beautifully narrated, ma'am. But then, yeah, it was not. We cannot say beautiful, but then, yeah, something haunting. Like, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That's a point. That's like reacting to the emotions, reacting to the persons that he come across. Kudos to you, ma'am. Sabita, ma'am, please do come and please share your words. Ronnie Tucker. Ronnie
Thank you
has
for having me.
Hey, Ronnie. Yes.
I would like one poem and then a short one. This one I'm reading here now is my interpretation after you die and what is afterwards. It's called Welcome to Gate 6. Turn through darkened corridors with a speck from the corners of the eye, insights taken in tranquility, evolving, revolving like a shade to the sun, moments reflected, sorrow and tears neglected, voices so distant and dark, disturbing, the left path partaken. Now a soul is lost and forsaken, unearthly. Lonely demons carried beneath the sleeves, welcome beyond the stardust. The dreams and desires paid with a cost, while fate and fortunes are lost. The court of life is tossed. From illusion to confusion, stumbling through the years, muddled in monochrome, stages turn life but an empty door. Through many rooms of reflections, amidst ghostly phantoms tread to and fro in slow motion. With eyes sightless, they wander. Finally, an exit sign, such a special view, such a special view. Am I dreaming? Stardust is shining. Welcome to Gate 6, such a special view, such a special view. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Embryonic life stains unfold from the womb to old age, then death and what is beyond. Exit stage left. Welcome to Gate 6. Thank you.
That was
Now
great.
this, I'll
Yes.
say this is the next one. That way I can get it done so other people can read. The gods have departed a long time ago. In darkness and light, reflections colored from dream wells. All scenes incomplete, illustrated in an illuminating circumstance. Immersion of the energy of the soul, sight, taste, and hearing the talking machine. In the vastness of the mind retained, humanity is but a bitter stain, a title page to a religion, seeped with the paradise of a pagan. Two worlds collide in this house of mirrors, awaken the arts to the melancholic, dark places so deep, mysterious mysteries to keep. Bequeath those in their sleeping graves, upon the mantles we hold the immortal gods we seek. The Ancient of Days has been lost in so many ways. The human race has turned their backs on the old gods. So long ago they have been forgotten, and now they are gone. The gateway to their world has been closed. They have left us for new dimensions to new heavens of paradise. Their songs of experience are in another plane of existence now. Thank you.
That was Ray, Ronnie. What a great poems that he presented. Please give a round of applause, my dear
I want
friends.
to pay my homage to speaking a lot today. Very briefly, I want to pay my homage to Ronnie as well. He's been with us a long time and he's pretty persistent in his goodness and the sublimity of his poetry, and I admire that intensely.
Thank you, Leonard.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Glad
Keep yourself well. Keep yourself well. We're all for you. Okay, Ronnie. Please. Thank you.
I'm going through a lot of health issues. I found out I got a heart valve leaking last month, and they're going to monitor it, but I hope it don't turn out anything, because I don't think I can go through another heart operation.
Thank you, Ronnie. Just, remember, we are all together. Right, and please welcome Ray Whitaker. Here, my dear friends, good line of poets coming up. Ray Whitaker.
Good morning from Colorado. And it's a real privilege to be amongst all of you all, and particularly the fine poets. I'm just so empowered by hearing what I've heard today from everyone, and I hope that this piece I'm going to read you will measure in a similar manner. This piece is called Three Waterfalls. I don't believe I've read this on this platform. Three waterfalls. Seeing them in winter, frozen mostly, a long, white, cascaded, soft shape is entirely different from the summer mountainside, where the strength of the water tumbling down the 1,400-foot peak brings the feelings of wetness home. That moisture becomes as thoughts, those moving almost dreamlike through the synapses of the brain, as the water cascades, becoming image after image, the movie behind the eyelids, one consecutive reel, thoughts connecting with the pictures there, a moist landing pool that is about to become speech. This mountain scrapes the sky with definition. Clouds are barely above it in the blue sky, shaped into the harsh ridge tops above the tree line. Yet below it, there are the evidences of forests, some removed by snowslides of avalanche. Trees lying askew, mowed by God's version of lawnmower. The lowest of the three waterfalls has not lost anything of its forceful downpour. A fine mist congeals at its base. Colors float in it, wafting one into another, it moved by an invisible wind. The pool at the base is just out of sight, tall pines covering the last passages. She is sitting on the creek bank there, where the water has ended up as tributary to the roaring watercourse below it. The rocks on the bank her only seat. It is the place which she goes to have a sense of herself, and the questions she must debate and answer inside her own ruminations. There are the necessary silences then, only interrupted by the arpeggios of water moving by, or elk talk, the bugling heard only faintly, as far off as the answers she seeks. Thank you.
Lovely piece, as I always say. Ray, I love your reading always. You emote.
I was thinking the same thing. Ray is known, like I am known for my voice and the way I read, and Ray is the same thing. And as is Leslie Constant and Laura Gravel, who I believe is here right now. Some people, their voice stand out. But Ray is giving you his experience because his nature is a part of his experience, and he's usually on retreat. So his voice is rich with his experience, and his poetry is rich with his experience.
That's
Thank
so
you,
very
Ray.
kind of you to say, Lantern. I really appreciate that. And I do write when I am on retreat, and I write a lot. So thank you for your comment.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you for your presence, and thank you. We love always, your words. Please welcome Dr. Seshni.
Namaste, namaskaram, vanakkam, to all your poets. It's been such a lovely meeting. As I said, I always try to attend the meeting, and I'm so glad to attend today and to see all the familiar faces. Lantern, Deena, always lovely to see you, Prasanna, Dibendra, and everyone else. So today, I think I've heard maybe Satguru has said that there's always a celebration in India. There's always a celebration every day of the year. And I'm not sure what celebration there is today, but the poem is about Navaratri, which is coming up on the 22nd of September till the 2nd of October. So here's my poem. It's a very simple poem, but it's all in leading up to the festival. Navaratri poem. The holy festival, 9 nights we celebrate, lamps glowing, voices rising. Since childhood, we were taught these traditions to honor the mothers of light, saris changing color each day, stories unfolding in clay and silver idols, each telling of courage, wisdom, abundance. Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, whose grace opens the mind. Durga, strength, protection, and fertile ground, who rides into battle for us all. Lakshmi, prosperity, flow, and beauty, who blesses every home with wealth and peace. Red strings tied with devotion, Saraswati Puja with books laid out, symbols of learning awaiting her blessing. Sweets prepared in kitchens, lovely aromas rising with laughter, taste of joy passed hand to hand. We remember our ancestors, mothers, daughters, grandmothers, great grandmothers, their hands shaping our prayers, their voices carried through oceans of time. Shakti flows through their veins, power and compassion braided into our blood. Navratri is woman rising, empowerment, resilience, and grace. The goddess within every woman, shining in each generation. Across India, South Africa, London, USA, Trinidad, and worldwide, our diaspora lights lamps together. Threads of devotion stretching overseas, uniting us in celebration. With family, with friends, devotion, we weave prayers into song and offering. Happy Navaratri. May these 9 nights bring knowledge, courage, prosperity, and everlasting strength of Shakti to every heart. Namaste. Thank you so much. Dandyavad.
Dhanyawad, Dr. Seshni, for all your words and for all your kindness. Yes, Navratri is the rising of the women power, women, and the lifting of the senses. Beautiful, feminine power raised up. Thank you, Dr. Seshni. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Seshni. Please welcome.
Is the Shakti aspect.
Shakti
Happy Navratri. More DS to your loving heart.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome Maria.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Happy to be with you all once more. Thank you, Prasanna, for joining us to recite our poems and have the opportunity to appreciate our colleagues also. Thank you very much. I have two pieces for today. One is in my mother tongue, Portuguese, and another short one in English. The title of my poem in Portuguese is Querida. Querida, hoje ao despertar, lembrei-me de você. Estavas tão linda quanto o amanhecer. Brilhava a luz no teu olhar que parecia cortês. Sim, iluminava o começo do dia no seu nascer. São destas pequenas coisas a saudade, que vem e que vai a tua imagem, nítida, da melhor qualidade. E na minha memória não falta bagagem. Aqueles momentos doces de ternura, trocados à luz do luar da lua, na varanda da nossa casa, não era aventura. Eram juras sinceras, quase loucura. Amantes eternos eram nossas juras. Palavras que alimentavam a alma, carícias trocadas, simples e puras. Dois apaixonados, amor que acalma. O mundo pode estar perdido, lá fora muitas agruras, mas o nosso amor fiel e não controlado, forte desde o começo, cheio de ternuras. Procurei nossa música no Spotify. Deixei-me inebriar nos lindos versos. Senti sua presença ao meu lado, Kelly. Que falta você me faz neste mundo perverso. Éramos dois seguindo a mesma estrada. Hoje caminhamos separados. Eu sei, foi apenas uma breve retirada. Amantes, para sempre seremos. Thank you. This was my poem in Portuguese. And I have a short one in English, okay? The title of the poem is Peace. Peaceers, joyful lives, love the truth for all of us. Leave behind any grief, compassion in abundance. Hold your breath. If quarrels come, give a break, think wise. Good feelings do the difference. Open ways to peaceful days. Thank you very much.
Oh, how sweet
A
and
kiss on your hearts.
thank you, Maria. Thank you for presenting Portuguese and English. It is short rendition. Thank you for being with us ever since the beginning. You are there with me. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Maria. Please welcome Dr. DrGangalaxmi Patnaik. Dr. DrGangalaxmi Patnaik. Dr. DrGangalaxmi.
Good evening, everyone. Today, all are celebrating Hindi Divas because Hindi is the fourth most spoken language in the world. Hindi Divas is celebrated almost like a festival by the people who prepare and speak Hindi. Now, I will recite a poem on Hindi language. Title is Love Hindi Language. Love Hindi Language. Hindi language elicits an ecstasy, elliptical and wholesome, amid the jasmine whiteness of smiles. Hindi language elicits an ecstasy, elliptical and wholesome, amid the jasmine whiteness of smiles. Everywhere its trace is found, with an unexpected brightness and unknowable clairvoyance. Everywhere its trace is found, with an unexpected brightness and unknowable clairvoyance. It enlivens happy moments, binds most Indians together which solidifies its place. It enlivens happy moments, binds most Indians together, which solidifies its place, that governs the thin frame of our bones, where we treasure its fragrance, that governs the thin frame of our bones, where we treasure its fragrance. Now, on the occasion of this valuable day, I would like to pay my tribute to poet Varatendu Harishchandra, who is the father of modern Hindi literature and theatre. Now, on the occasion of this valuable day, I would like to pay my tribute to poet Varatendu Harishchandra, who is the father of modern Hindi literature and theatre. He is an eminent poet, and his poetry carries the spirit of patriotism. He is an eminent poet, and his poetry carries the spirit of patriotism. Thanks, poet. This is the end of my rendition. Thank you.
Thank you. Super, ma'am. Super. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for paying tribute to the Hindi language. Be active always. You're an inspiration for us. So where you're saying thanks, there was a slowdown of your energy. I could, that was coming through. So be active always when you're presenting. Thank you. That was so lovely. That was Dr. Gangalakshmi ever since beginning, like Maria. Please, please welcome Laura Gravel. Mr. Laura Gravel. Next up would be Anita Sharma, Anita Panda, Mehzabeen, and Saraswati Boshra lineup. But before that, Laura.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here. I again was having trouble getting in, but fortunately I have you on Messenger alone, Prasanna, and I could get to that one. I don't know why the thing is being so weird. I mean, I was late already, but that didn't help. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to read just a short piece, Airport, and it's wonderful to hear everyone's really uplifting work, and it's needed on this day in this world. This is called Airport. In this meeting place of not meeting, throngs gather, not speaking. Sunshine shines through windows, but not into the hearts of men. Air rises above, hesitates to speak. In this crowded circle of intent, where each waits in a tent alone, wearing their expressions of not seeing, peering down at oracles of product, searching for the way of undoing the troubles of soul and sacred seeking. They wait while not waiting. Because waiting is a thing of the past, a forgotten gift, no longer needed in places where we're meant to wait, not waiting. For the chairs to march forward, for the planes to speak, for the caterpillars to lunge, for the multitudes to speak in tongues, for human hands to rise and meet in peace and recognition, to dance in humanity's perfect storm. Thank you very much. That's all for me today. Thank you.
Thus, the meeting is not a meeting. What a beginning, wonderful. That's Laura always. You see the power in her words. Please give it up for Laura. Thanks for Laura for coming. Yes, we'll put together everything. So keep coming and keep inspiring. Next up is Anita Panda, Miss Anita Panda. I don't see.
Namaste.
Anita.
Thank you, Prasanna ji.
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Greetings to all the dear esteemed poets. It's always a pleasure and privilege to be on this platform. The month of September, the harbinger of autumn in the northern hemisphere, is also the month of Pitri or Pitru Paksh, a 16 lunar day phase in the Hindu calendar, when Hindus pay homage to their ancestors through offerings of food and water. It is believed to provide peace and sustenance to the souls of the deceased in their afterlife, and also to strengthen the bond between the living and the deceased. It is believed that the souls of our ancestors descend on the earth during this period and are nourished by the offerings. Today is also Hindi Divas, which Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik just mentioned and dedicated a poem. I too would have dedicated, but I was too tempted to not read out a poem dedicated to ancestors, this being the month of ancestors for us Hindus. The piece is titled Abode of the Ancestors. This is about my ancestral home. Dilapidated it stands, dusty, derelict and abandoned, with ivy creeping on its massive padlocked wooden door, yet a symbol of continuity and solidarity. A pista green arch adorned with turmeric yellow swastiks, with a string of auspicious dried mango leaves hanging atop, and a scraggy, tawny dog furiously barking as its unsanctioned protector. The ghosts of my forefathers float around stealthily as I step in. I feel their presence in a gentle caress, a whisper, stirring the air alive, and my emotions raw. Here, I walk where my ancestors once walked. Here is where my origin began, unraveling stories of my generations before. Cherished memories, mysteries, and narratives lurk in every nook and corner. Like a yogi in meditation, the house contemplates, waiting to have its solitude punctured. A bridge to the ancestral and cultural past of my predecessors before and after, evoking emotions and memories of erstwhile eras in a flood of haunting nostalgia. 3 small sunlit granite steps on the front lead me in, waiting to fill its empty spaces, resonating with love, laughter, and mirth again. Its chipped, faded, flaking, and yellowed walls, telling tales of a bygone era where my ancestors came and dwelt once. The village of Kumharband, of erstwhile potters, nestled on the banks of Ib, along the mighty Mahanadi, where once a wandering, pregnant Brahmin widow came seeking shelter in famine. The village, bequeathed to her child by compassionate potters, carving his lineage of Panda Brahmins. That's where I derive my name from. Jatukanya, Gotra, and patron saint Agastya, shaping the history of my ancestors, erudite scholars, poets, and valiant freedom fighters of yore. I feel so proud. Like the mammoth banyan tree in the courtyard, we gather, diverse branches intertwined and sprouting from its great and ancient root. Tall and proud, it stands witness to births, upanayanas, marriages, rituals, and deaths, weaving the vibrant tapestry of heritage and lineage of my proud ancestors. Ah, the love, longing, and bittersweet memories throbbing, pulsating in every brick, slab, and mortar, breathing tales of those who lived before us, and the busy spiders still foolishly, furiously weaving cobwebs of my ancestors' history lest they fade away. Not merely a structure, but an edifice profound, carrying echoes of my ancestral connections and roots. The home from where our diaspora proliferated and migrated, with anecdotes of trials, triumphs, and journeys beyond the seven seas, secret sagas of romance, anguish, drama, sorrows, and victories scripted here, as we eagerly huddle around a sizzling bonfire to be regaled under its crumbling roof. Eerie tales of ghosts, witches, and sorceresses that stalked these spaces and inmates once. Fearful chills trickling down our spines as we gape in.
Ma'am, you're muted. Muted. Ma'am, you're muted, ma'am.
You muted, Anita.
Oh, so was I muted all along? Okay, I'm so sorry. Did you lose the
No, just till the end, the last few lines.
Okay. Eerie tales of ghosts, witches, and sorceresses that stalked these spaces and inmates once. Fearful chills trickling down our spines as we gape in hushed silence. Forgotten stories, sepia-tinted memories, and quirks of our ancestors we never knew. The repository of idyllic childhood, family bondings, and mornings awakening to an audacious rooster. The aroma of delicious slow-cooked meals wafting from wood-fired chulhas and pungent cow dung cakes permeating the rural air. Fragrance of parijat, mandar, and swarna champa intoxicating my senses. The great banyan tree sways and leans towards me as I depart, reminding me of my identity, my ancestry, and kinship here, carrying away a slice of my great lineage, here in the enchanting abode of my ancestors. Thank you.
So, you want me to as a day of poem of the day, or what? It was so engaging, and the lineage that brought forth, and the history and the hierarchy, what the story that went forth. What a brilliant presentation! I would.
The standard is usually high, but you've taken it a notch higher today. Yeah, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
अब देखते हैं बाकी क्या होता है, बाकी का लोगों का देखे और सुनकर उसका बाद सेलेक्ट करते हैं क्या. What do you say, my dear friends? Let us listen to all the and then we'll pick the poem of the day. Anita ma'am, you rock. Please.
Thank you so much. I'm so humbled. So humbled. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome Miss Dr. Anita Sharma.
Good evening and namaste to everyone. Anita ma'am, you really did wonders. I liked your poem, and especially because we are in the process of these days, celebrating that Pitru Pakshu. So it's relating with the time, so that's why quite close to our heart. Thank you so much for the poem. My poem is actually few days ago, just I think last Sunday only. I had been to someone's house. And Jen G lady was there, and I told her, why have you kept the cook? You are just to try to cook yourself, you can have help for other things. And her answer to me was, oh, no, I can't be a superwoman like you. And then I was thinking, are we really superwoman? Or is it a tag being given to us by the patriarchal, structure? So then the thought immediately, rushed into my veins, and I jotted down few lines there while playing tambola, and then I, fared it at home. So let me read out this poem for you all. Superwoman. On my way to my dreams, one day I met my life, who stopped and asked me, hey, why are you so sad? I solemnly replied, I'm a student aspiring for high grades. Life wished me good luck and slipped away quietly. They negated wisdom of a girl through books and schools and trained her skills as a domestic coordinator in a pool. For them, grades are nothing to a girl in front of whom spree like a tree growing just tall and bare without any greens. Lo, she's now a babysitter, a cook, a cleaner, and a maid. Life smiled at her and whispered gently at the patriarchy. Yeah, girls are just burden beside doing their best in hierarchy, like an overcoat hanging over shoulders on a snowy snobbery. But the society stressed for studies to prove her mettle, so that she brings laurels to the family as if onus lies on her. Commuting from home to college was no less than a war, like a moon striving to shine under the gloom of glare and jar. The young woman was often stalked, mauled, and scared by goons, who are literally wolves in the skin of men, waiting at corners to get hold of their poor, feeble hunt, like a hurricane that takes up everything out of sight as a runt. She pleaded life to protect, but was mischievously denied. With fear and tears in her sleepless eyes and empty stomach, she engrossed herself in books and got a job, bringing pride to the privileged family, friends, and social beings. Life quietly congratulated her and warned about the future. The innocent dame smiled confidently as an officer and dared to dream about her prince and her mansion, like a cuckoo calling aloud for the spring to sprout. Now she is a wife, daughter-in-law, sister-in-law, and a working mother who is neither at home nor in office. The lady is in her own web of duty, desire, and dream, like a spider swindling in its web on a wild, stormy freak. Life satirically winked at her and disappeared in the infinity. She was hanging like a trishanku in between mortal and immortal, half exhausted and half confused under her burden of roses. Like a suppressed soul, still the word calls her a superwoman. Thank you so much. And if Prasanna ji permits me, then I can read one Hindi poem also.
जी बिल्कुल मैम please please.
Okay. This poem is actually being written after going through that news where a father in Delhi shot his daughter for the cause of honor killing. So I was a bit while I was writing this poem, so suddenly I saw that news and something came to my mind and I started writing this poem. This poem is on the honor killing where a father kills his daughter, and the title of the poem is in Hindi, Pitr Satta. Pitr means father, Satta means power. Pitr Satta. हाँ, यह पुरुष प्रधान समाज है, कल भी था और आज भी है। पहले आशा की किरण और फिर लक्ष्मी बना। पिता बड़ी शान से कहते हैं, सब हैं बराबर मेरे लिए, बेटा बेटी ईश्वर की हैं देन। अपनी शान के लिए देते हैं अपनी शक्ति और अपने सपने, अपनी उस नन्ही परी को जो विश्वास का सहारा लिए बढ़ती जाए बस आगे ही आगे, मुस्कुराकर छूने लगे पर्वतों को, उड़ान भरने लगे गगन में बस ऊपर ही ऊपर। पिता की उम्मीदों पर खरी उतरती, बन उनकी परछाई उनकी पुत्री, बढ़ाती समाज में उनका स्वाभिमान और अपना मान सम्मान, और लिए इस स्वाभिमान को पनपते वो हसीन सपनों में जाए खो। पर हाय, है तो ये समाज पुरुष प्रधान, घर परिवार समाज सब चाहें अब वो उड़ान ना भरे, सबके हृदय जले ईर्ष्या में। एक पुरुष प्रधान समाज बेटी को अवसर तो दे दे, किंतु अब अक्सर करता है एक निर्लज्ज दिखावा, तभी तो पुरुषों के सामने चलने या आगे बढ़ने से स्त्री को किया जाता रहा सदा अपमानित, सदा टोका जाता, रोका जाता, झुकाया जाता, बार बार समझाया जाता, रहो अपने औकात में, तुम पुरुष नहीं केवल एक स्त्री हो, अबला हो, तरक्की का रास्ता छोड़ो, पकड़ो अब घर की डगर, चक्की पीसना और सेवा का मनुहार लिए, आदि आदि यही है स्त्री का अवतार। परंतु जब वह निर्णय ले ले पुरुष समान, अपने पे भरोसा जताए, तो पितृसत्ता की एक साबुत गोली सुला देती उसे सदा सदा के लिए। ओम शांति शांति शांति। धन्यवाद।
Both are like hard hitting, I would say that. Both are, and the English one, I like the pauses that they're reading, and so beautifully you have captured. And the second one, as
Thank you so much.
that you have, the outrage that is burning, bursted forth. Please, you always present this societal and topical issues on basing on the poetry of yours, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Anita Sharma, please give a round
Thank
of
you
applause.
so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm humbled. Thank you so much.
Acha, most dynamic is coming up next. That's Saraswati, Miss Saraswati Poshwal. Please welcome Miss Saraswati Poshwal. Saraswati ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Yeah. Good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam to everyone. Thank you so much, K. Kumar Prasanna ji. Please, इतना बड़ा आप मुझे टाइटल मत दिया कीजिए. आई एम जस्ट मेक स्मॉल अदर छोटी सी इतने सुन के तो बहुत ही छोटी लेखिका हूँ. मैं कुछ नहीं लिख सकती हूँ, बट कोशिश करती हूँ कुछ अपने लफ्जों को लोगों तक पहुंचाने की कोशिश करती हूँ कि सुनूं ज्यादा से ज्यादा. एंड बहुत मजा आता है मुझे यहाँ पे आके सुन के. तो सभी को सुना मैंने. बहुत अच्छी रचनाएं थी अनीता जी की. उन्होंने पितरों के ऊपर बोला. अनीता पांडा जी ने, अनीता जी ने वो एक लड़की का जो प्रसंग अभी बताया सारा, वो हमारे पास में गुड़गांव में ही हुआ था, इंसिडेंट जो हुआ था. तो रिगार्डिंग दैट उनकी जो कविता थी बहुत सुंदर थी. अनीता शर्मा जी धन्यवाद. इस तरह के संदेश हमें समाज को देते रहना चाहिए ताकि समाज में ये सब चीजों में डिफ्रेंसिएशन ना आए, लड़का लड़की में फर्क और ये ना ही करें मेल जेंडर का और फीमेल जेंडर का. तो बहुत अच्छी आपकी कविता थी, मार्मिक, हृदय को स्पर्श करने वाली. धन्यवाद. तो आपके समक्ष मैं अपनी दो छोटी छोटी कविताएं पेश करने जा रही हूँ. सबको पहले तो आज हिंदी दिवस है, उसकी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बधाई. और पितृपक्ष पे भी कविता सुन चुके हैं मैंने, वो भी तैयार की थी, बट उनकी बहुत सुंदर कविता थी अनीता जी की, बिल्कुल दिल को छू गई. तो बाकी सबकी भी पर्टिकुलर मैं अब उनका नाम नहीं लेना चाह रही हूँ, बट सबकी कविताएं अपने अपने जगह बहुत ही अजीज थी और अच्छा लगा सुन के. तो चलिए मैं अपनी कविता से शुरुआत करती हूँ. पहले इंग्लिश सुनना चाहेंगे या हिंदी, कुमार जी?
कोई भी हम जो प्रस्तुति करेंगे वो हम
चलिए मैं पहले आपको
सरस्वती जी हिंदी में सुनाइए.
पहले हिंदी में
दिवस है.
नहीं, हिंदी में भी इंग्लिश में भी सुनाऊंगी, दोनों सुनाती हूँ ना. पहले इंग्लिश से शुरुआत कर लेते हैं ना. एक इंग्लिश की कविता है. चलिए आपने कहा है तो पहले हिंदी सुनाते हैं, क्योंकि आपके जितने लेवल पे तो नहीं है मेरी हिंदी कविता, बट थोड़ा सा कुछ प्रयास है अच्छा सा. लेखिका हूँ लिखती हूँ, लेखिका हूँ लिखती हूँ नर्म गर्म जज्बातों को, कभी अपनी कभी इनकी कभी उनकी बातों को. भूखे भिलकते बच्चे दिल, जिनका दिल रोटी को तरसते. भूखे भिलकते बच्चे दिल से रोटी को तरसते. लेखिका हूँ लिखती हूँ जमीर और एहसासों के, लेखिका हूँ लिखती हूँ जमीर और एहसासों के, गला घुटते रिश्तों के, अपनेपन को तरसते, इंसानियत को कलपते, इंसानियत को खत्म होता देख, बेशर्मी की इंतहा होता देख. लेखिका हूँ लिखती हूँ. उम्मीद से भरे बोझा उठाते मजदूरों की हंसते चेहरे क्या कहते हैं? उम्मीद से भरे बोझा उठाते मजदूरों के चेहरे क्या कहते हैं? पास कुछ भी नहीं, एहसास हैं फिर भी उनके कितने गहरे। पास कुछ भी नहीं, एहसास हैं उनके पास फिर भी गहरे, फिर भी है मुस्कुराते। लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं, सुकून और शांति से बात करते, सुकून और शांति की बात करते, बिन बात के माफी मांगते, गला काट के इंसान के गला काटते इंसान का इंसान के खून का प्यासा होता देख, कैसे इंसानियत को तार होता देख, कैसे इंसानियत को तार तार होता देख। लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं, लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं, लड़कियों की इज्जत की लूट को देख, बात करते देख, कहीं दहेज के लिए आहुति देख, कहीं पति का गला काटती देख। लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं, सबके जज्बात समझती हूं और लिखती हूं। लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं, पेड़ों का कटना देख, प्रकृति का संतुलन बिगड़ता देख, देख बाढ़ों का आना देख, फसलों का नष्ट हो जाना देख, किसानों का रोना देख। लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं, अपने उनके इनके सबके गहरे जज्बात पढ़ती हूं और लिखती हूं। लेखिका हूं, लिखती हूं। यह थी मेरी हिंदी की कविता छोटी सी जो आपके समक्ष मैंने पेश की। उसके बाद मैं आपके पास एक साथ इंग्लिश की कविता प्रस्तुत करना चाहूंगी। द टाइटल ऑफ माय पोएम इज मिरर ओ मिरर। मिरर ओ मिरर, you saw me the way I go beyond. Mirror, oh mirror, you saw me the way I go beyond the conception of life. Nothing can be hidden in front of you. All lies and truth reflects back in my eyes. You make them gleam and shine, preserving my elegance with graying hair of eloquence, expressing my experiences of life. Many more ways to go, many more crevices to be hidden. Many more ways to go and many more crevices to be hidden, but all reflects in your eyes. Love is sacred feeling, can be seen in the bruised, can be seen in bruised, not with eyes, but yes, can be felt from a casted vision of lights. Yes, can be felt with a casted vision of light. I cannot hide deep slumber of seas. I cannot hide deep slumber of sea hidden in my eyes. Tears fall of watching, tears fall of watching, cruel strive of life. Mirror, oh mirror, I cannot hide myself from the eloquence of your eyes. I cannot hide myself from the eloquence of your eyes. This was my English poem, Mirror, oh mirror. उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आई होंगी दोनों कविताएं।
बहुत पसंद आए मैम। whenever you become silent, towards the end. So beautiful, so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
को लिखना चाहिए और हमेशा लिखना चाहिए और हौसला सबको इनको इंस्पायर करते रहना चाहिए। ठीक है मैम, थैंक यू। बहुत
थैंक यू। लेखिका हूं तो लिखना ही है, सबके भाव सबकी कोशिश होती है कि सब तक पहुंचाया जाए। थैंक यू सो मच। Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
My best wishes are with you, K. Kumar ji. Thank you everyone. Love you. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Please welcome Dr. Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik. Sir, please unmute your mic. Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Good evening, everyone. I wish you a happy Hindi Divas. And thanks, Prasanna, for inviting me. The poem which I'm going to recite is having the title, a love poem, my romantic rhapsody. Oh, here it goes. My exotic romantic sojourn continue undeterred beneath moonshine, Full moon showers pollens of caress amidst twinkling galaxies. Exciting cool aura reflects in Earth's luminous satellite. Sweetheart's elegant eyes, smiling chin, bears delightful contentment. Her soulful tunes enamored winter breeze quite blissfully. Her soft, cozy, tender demeanor enthralls me emotionally. Serene love radiates on her charming, silky visage. Her mystical blush dazzles in moonlit, utterly spellbinding. Her cavernous eyes and velvety lips reflect amorousness. Her sweet presence emanates indelible hypnotic scents, absolutely irresistible. Mellifluous jingles of her anklets resonate in deep slumbers. Rhapsody of my romantic symphony, so melodious. And that's the end of my poem. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Prasanna, should I go with my Odia rendition?
Oh, Odia.
Yeah, can I go? Yeah. The next, I am going to recite my Odia poem. The title of my poem is Jharapatra Talor Bisado Gitika. The poem was published in the esteemed magazine published by Fertile Brains. ମୋ କବିତାର ଶୀର୍ଷକ ଝରାପତ୍ର ତଳର ବିଷାଦ ଗୀତିକା। କବିତାଟି ଏହିପରି। ନାଇଟିଙ୍ଗେଲ ପ୍ରେମୀ ଯୋଡ଼ିଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ବିଚ୍ଛେଦର ବିରହ ଯନ୍ତ୍ରଣାସିକ୍ତ ସ୍ୱର ତୀବ୍ରତର ହେଲା। ସ୍ମରଣୀୟ ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତର ଦୁଃଖଦ ବିଷାଦ ଭରା ଗୀତ ଏକ ସ୍ୱରରେ ଦୁହେଁ ଗାଉଥିଲେ। ପ୍ରେମୀ ଯୁଗଳଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରେମର ଭାଷା ଅନନ୍ୟ, ସ୍ନେହ ମମତାର ଡୋର ଲାଗିଛି ମନ ମସ୍ତିଷ୍କରେ। ସବୁଜ ଶାଳର ଶୀତଳ ଛାଇ ତଳେ ବିତାଇଥିବା ରୋମାଞ୍ଚିତ ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତର ସ୍ମୃତି ସମ୍ଭାର। ଆନନ୍ଦଦାୟକ ବସନ୍ତର ହ୍ରଦ କୂଳର ଫୁଲ ବଗିଚାର ଚେରି ଗଛର ଛାଇ ତଳେ। ଶୀତ ଦିନର ଶୁଖିଲା ପତ୍ର ଥଣ୍ଡା କାମୁଡ଼ାରେ ବଳକଳ ବିହୀନ କାଠ ଭଳି ଦିଶେ କଦାକାର। ଅଗଣିତ ବିହଙ୍ଗ ବସା ବାନ୍ଧନ୍ତି ଶାଖା ଉପରେ ସଯତ୍ନେ ତିଆରି କରି। ଅସଂଖ୍ୟ ପ୍ରେମୀ ଯୁଗଳ ପକ୍ଷୀମାନେ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଗଭୀର ବନ୍ଧନକୁ ମଜବୁତ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଶପଥ ନିଅନ୍ତି। ସରୀସୃପ ଗୁଣ୍ଡୁଚି ଏବଂ ଶୋଷକ ଶାବକମାନେ ଖୁସି ମନରେ ଡେଇଁ ନାଚୁଥିଲେ ଗର୍ତ୍ତ ଏବଂ କୋରଡ଼ରେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ହାୟ, ଶୁଖିଲା ପତ୍ର ଖସିଗଲା ଭୂଇଁରେ, ପକ୍ଷୀଙ୍କର ସୁନ୍ଦର ସ୍ମୃତି ଚିହ୍ନ ହଜିଗଲା। ପତ୍ରହୀନ କୁତ୍ସିତ ଗଛ ଆମକୁ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ଗୋଟି ଗୋଟି କରି ମନେ ପକାଇ ଦେଲା। ବସନ୍ତର ସୁଗନ୍ଧିତ ଅନୁପ୍ରବେଶର ସେଇ ଅପୂର୍ବ ମନଲୋଭା ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତ ସବୁ ଖେଳିଗଲା। ପୁଣି ଥରେ ନୂଆ କଅଁଳ ସବୁଜିମା ମନୋରମ ଦୃଶ୍ୟ ଚଉଦିଗେ ଉଭା ହେଲା। ପୁଲକ ସହ କୋମଳ ଏବଂ ଶାନ୍ତ ପବନକୁ ଡାକିଲା ମନ୍ଦ ମନ୍ଦ ମଳୟର ସ୍ୱର। ବିବିଧ ରଙ୍ଗର ପୁଷ୍ପରାଜ୍ୟର ଅନୁପମ ସୌନ୍ଦର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ଅବିସ୍ମରଣୀୟ ସୁଗନ୍ଧିତ ମହକ ଖେଳିଗଲା। ଗଭୀର ନିଦ୍ରାରୁ ପୁନର୍ବାର ଜନ୍ମ ନେଇଥିଲା ନଶ୍ୱର ଶାଶ୍ୱତ ଚିରନ୍ତନ ପ୍ରେମର ଫଲ୍ଗୁଧାରା। ଚାନ୍ଦିନୀରେ ଆଲୋକିତ ହେଲା ଶାନ୍ତ, ସ୍ନିଗ୍ଧ, ଉତ୍କୃଷ୍ଟ ଏବଂ ରୋମାଞ୍ଚିତ ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତର ସମ୍ଭାର। ଝରାପତ୍ର ତଳର ବିଷାଦ ଗୀତିକା ସମାପ୍ତ ହେଲା। ପ୍ରେମ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଅମୃତମୟ ହେଲା। ଇଏ ଥିଲା ମୋର ଓଡ଼ିଆ କବିତା। ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ୍ସ ଫର ୱାଚିଂ ଏଣ୍ଡ ଲିସନିଂ ମି।
बहुत कुछ सर, बहुत कुछ। डे बाय डे turning to be romantic, so romantic. Oh my God, English. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you, Shyamaprasad sir. Thank you for presenting your piece and keep smiling always and keep inspiring. Thank you. We'll go across to our next poet. Our next poet is at I think we just go to Dr. Radhashri. Dr. Radhashri is a very well-known poet. Please welcome him.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, Prasanna Kumar and all.
Sir,
because of very heavy rains coming.
Yes, sir.
Presenting today I am presenting a Telugu poem, భౌతిక దూరం, ఫిజికల్ డిస్టెన్స్. మాధ్యమాల్లో వినిపిస్తున్న పదం దూరం. దూరం దూరం అంటూ చెవులలో దూరుతున్న పదం దూరం. అందరికీ దూరంగా ఉండాలన్నదే దాని సారాంశం. ఆకలితో చస్తారా, రోగంతో చస్తారా తేల్చుకోండి అంటున్నది డ్రాగన్ వారి వ్యూహం పురి, మానవాళికి వేసిన ఉరి. అదేంటి నాన్న? అదేంటి నాన్న అంటున్నారు, మనం దూరంగానే ఉంటున్నాం కదా అన్న మా చిన్నోడి మాట నాలో ఆలోచించింది. మనోసముద్రాన్ని అల్లకోలం. అవును, మనం అసలు సామాజికంగా కలిసి ఉన్నది ఎప్పుడు? జాతుల పేరుతో, కులాల పేరుతో, మతాల పేరుతో, వర్ణాల పేరుతో వైదికులని, ప్రథమ శాఖలని, నందని, పెడకంటి వాళ్ళని, పాకనాటి వాళ్ళని, పంట కులం వాళ్ళని, పాడు అని, పీడ అని, పిండ, కూడు అని పేర్ల చివర కులాలు తగిలించుకొని మరీ దూరంగా ఉంటున్నాం కదా. అహింసావ్రతి అయిన బౌద్ధంలోనే హీనయానుడు కత్తులు దూసుకుంటూ కుత్తుకలను కత్తరించుకుంటుంటే, ఉగ్రాగ్రవర్ణాలు, లలితాగ్రవర్ణాలు కొట్టుక చస్తుంటే ఆ బావి నీళ్లు వీరు తాగరు, వీరింటి పిల్లను వాళ్ళు వల్లరు. నిలువుబొట్టువాడు అడ్డుబొట్టు వాడిని ద్వేషిస్తుంటే అడ్డబొట్టువాడు దూషిస్తుంటే నిలువు పాత్ర వేస్తున్నట్లే. అందుకే ఇంగ్లీషు వాడిని తరమటానికి భారతీయులందరం ఒకటవుదాం, కలుపుకొని దగ్గర దూరం అవుదాం. మనమంతా బతుకుదాం, మానవాళిని బతికిద్దాం, మానవత్వాన్ని బతికిద్దాం, భౌతిక దూరాన్ని పాటిద్దాం. ఇది నేను చేసిన చిన్న ప్రయోగం. Physical distance, we are always at distant in the name of caste, creed, religion. So let us think all these things and start for a united physical distance. And by our heart we are one, though we are physically at a distant place. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir.
Today, due to heavy rains, connection is coming and going. I am very much thankful to you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. We are very much grateful to you. Thank you for the the kind of poem that you presented, and we love you always your presentation. It's raining badly over here, my dear friends. It's like too much of rain.
Because of that only.
Thank you, sir. Good to hear that. And yes, sorry. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends, and please welcome the most dynamic and they were very young and yet very powerful. I would say that Miss Mehzabeen Hussain. Miss Mehzabeen.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect. Go ahead, please.
The title of my poem is Muse. Muse, for the women who were never written in. There is a river that runs beneath every woman's silence. That river is not dry, not forgotten, but dammed by history.
It carries stories heavy with knowing, stories that never left the body. We fold shirts the same way. We boil rice the same way. We stitch the same wounds the same way, again and again. There is this rhythm in the labor of being unseen, the daily pulse of survival beating quietly. Anger is not a flare. It does not scream. It is a slow tectonic shift, a quiet seismic rebellion beneath our bones. And my muse, she does not wear perfume. She smells of detergent and cumin. She's peeling garlic and onions, angry but unspeakingly alive. She doesn't pose for portraits. She leans over the sink at dawn, mouth full of slangs she never learned to soften. She's not a muse as a metaphor. She's muse as memory, sharp and unfinished, like a thread pulled through coarse cloth. She taught me to listen with my hands, to read history in steam and stain, to know that some silences are a kind of authorship. We have been told to seek beauty in the exceptional, but I have found it in repetitions, in the cracked beetle stained lip, the burnt milk, in the towel wrung dry before the day begins. She doesn't ask for freedom in slogans. She carves it daily into the grain of routine. Her rebellion is the refusal to vanish, even when no one is watching. She does not speak in declarations, but her silence tilts the room. It unsettles the grammar of power. It names nothing and still names everything. I write because she could not. Because the dam is cracking, because the rhythm is rising, not in applause, but in footsteps from the kitchen to the pages. Not in thunder, but in the soft insistence of a woman who has always been here, unfinished, unrelenting, and finally unafraid. Let the river swell, let the silence rupture, let her name remain not in stone but in steam, in salt, in the soft heat of a voice returning to itself. She was never my muse, she was the author all along. Thank you, everyone.
You read because she could not. So you're a representative of her. So brilliant. So yeah, always, you present that, that aspect, the social aspect as well, the kind of presentation. Anybody would like to react? Anita ma'am, Sabita ma'am, Laura, anyone? I would love to react on Renette or otherwise, yes. Floor.
Mehzabeen is
Open
a brilliant,
mute,
she's always a
unmute.
brilliant poet.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, I thought someone else was interrupted.
From
Oh, sorry.
headline to the pages, this line is really, I'll say, the punchline for me.
Kitchen to the pages.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Very well rendered and very powerful muse.
Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you. Thank you.
I wanted to talk about the way you used the river right from the very beginning to cover the various aspects of what you were trying to say. I thought it was a brilliant move.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really humble. Thank you.
Anita ma'am, go ahead. Anita ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Prasannaji, I just complimented Mehzabeen as always. She's a very powerful writer, very dynamic, as you rightly described her. Each time she comes out with a gem, and that catch line from the kitchen to the... Can you please...
Kitchen to the pages.
Yes, that's a very powerful line and sums it up all.
Thank you.
Very well rendered.
And because she doesn't write, remember. And that's why she picked her pen and So give it up, this Miss Mehzabeen. So Thank you, Mehzabeen, and please welcome Manohar Enna, Mr. Manohar Enna. Mr. Manohar Enna. Let's go to Isaac Cohen. Please welcome Mr. Isaac Cohen. Isaac, please turn it.
Yes, dear Kumar, dear all my friends in the world, I declare, not the leader of laments, no crying for your world, no self-justification about the blood of youthful. Stop the war, return the youthful to his family. No war, just peace. And the second, I declare love. I rolled around your house like a blind man. The muse opened my eyes. I explore you. Thank you, Cohen, Israel.
Thank you so much, Isaac. Thank you for being
Yes.
there and
Thank
keep
you.
loving, keep smiling and keep loving. And yes.
Yes.
And yes, Manohar, are you ready? Manohar, Mr. Manohar, please turn on your mic. Manohar. Okay, please welcome Dr. Miss Shobha Deshpande. Miss Shobha Deshpande.
नमस्कार। आज सभी को हिंदी दिवस की शुभकामनाएं। मैं हिंदी में आज बोलूंगी। मेरी प्यारी हिंदी भाषा, हिंदी है मेरी प्यारी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा। हिंदी है मेरी प्यारी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा। सबसे सरल है भाषा, सबसे अनोखी भाषा, सबसे सरल है भाषा, सबसे अनोखी भाषा। जैसे लिखते वैसे पढ़ते हैं हिंदी भाषा, जैसे लिखते वैसे पढ़ते हैं हिंदी भाषा। हिंदी है मेरी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा। राष्ट्र का हिंदी भाषा, राज्य का हिंदी भाषा, राष्ट्र का हिंदी भाषा, राज्य का हिंदी भाषा। हिल मिल कर रहती भाषा, मिलजुल कर रहती भाषा। हिंदी है मेरी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा। शहद जैसी है हिंदी भाषा, शहद जैसी है हिंदी भाषा, शब्द का अर्थ ठीक समझाती है हिंदी भाषा, शब्द का अर्थ ठीक समझाती है हिंदी भाषा, शुद्ध अति मनोहर हिंदी है मेरी भाषा, शुद्ध अति मनोहर हिंदी है मेरी भाषा, अनेकता में एकता, अनेकता में एकता हिंदी है मेरी भाषा, हिंदी है मेरी भाषा, महारानी है हिंदी भाषा, हिंदी है मेरी प्यारी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा, हिंदुस्तान की आज अभिलाषा, हिंदुस्तान की आज अभिलाषा, हिंदी है हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा, हिंदी है हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा, संस्कृति संस्कारों की धरोहर है हिंदी भाषा, संस्कृति संस्कारों की धरोहर है हिंदी भाषा, हिंदी की है एकता, हिंदी की है एकता, अभिमान है हिंदी भाषा, अभिमान है हिंदी भाषा, हिंदी है मेरी प्यारी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा, हिंदी है मेरी प्यारी भाषा, सुमधुर है हिंदी भाषा। धन्यवाद आप सब लोगों को इस अवसर पर मुझे मौका दिया।
मौका तो आपको सदा मिलता रहेंगे मैम। आप आए, हमारे साथ शान बढ़ गई और बाहर आ गए ये प्लेटफॉर्म के, वो तो आपकी ब्लेसिंग्स और आशीर्वाद की बहुत ज़रूरत है। थैंक यू मैम। आप आते रहिए और हौसला बढ़ाते रहिए हम सबकी। आप यूं ही मुस्कुराते रहिए और हिंदी के शान बढ़ाते रहिए, तेलुगु, इंग्लिश,
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
मराठी। थैंक यू मैम।
प्रसन्न सर, hello,
Yes, go ahead.
are you hear my voice, Prasanna sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Actually, my phone was stuck every time.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Miss Shobha, ma'am. Please give a round of applause now.
Can I read? Can I read my poem?
Please hold on just a second, so that I could, call you up and introduce you. So please give a round of applause, my dear friend. That was Miss Shobha Deshpande. Please welcome Mr. Manohar Anam.
Yeah, thank you. मेरा कहानी का नाम शीत ऋतु और वसंत ऋतु। क्या तुम मुझे याद करोगे? मैं जा रहा हूँ, दूर नहीं जा रहा हूँ। कहा तो कि तुम वापस आओगी। ठीक है, मैं वापस आऊंगा, लेकिन विधाई कहते हुए कि मैं छुट्टी ले रहा हूँ, कहते हुए कि मुझे मत भुलाना, कहते हुए कि मैं तुम्हें नहीं भूल सकता, भले ही तुम मुझे भूल जाओ, कहते हुए कि मैं तुम्हें नहीं भूल सकता। यह बंधन जो हमें एक साथ बंधता है, कोई भी कभी अलग नहीं कर सकता। जैसे शीत ऋतु में घिर हुए पत्ते पेड़ को छोड़ देते हैं, विदाई को आंसुओं के साथ आगे बढ़ते हुए, आंसुओं पहुंचते हुए। शीत ऋतु आ सकती है और तुम्हें और मुझे अलग कर सकती है, लेकिन हर आने वाले वसंत हमारे पुनर्निर्माण की याद दिलाने के रूप में हर अंकुरित पथ हमारे भारे में बोलता हुए लगता है। कोयल पक्षियों के मीठो राग जब हम मिलते उन फलों के रूप में। बूंदा बंदी और बारिश हमारी सुखी को संकेत के रूप में। हर सूर्योदय और अस्तमय जैसे हमारे बिताए हुए दिन। भले ही तुम मेरे साथ नहीं हो, मैं अभी भी तुम्हारे करीब हूँ। तुम्हारी दुनिया के छोड़कर अपने नया दुनिया खोजते हुए, अपने लक्ष्यों की प्राप्त करने के लिए आगे बढ़ते हुए, अपनी जीवन यात्रा को जारी रखने के लिए मैं जा रहा हूँ। मैं वापस आऊंगा, लेकिन क्या तुम मुझे याद करोगे? अपने दिल में मंदिर बनाकर हमारे मीठी यादों के मिटने मत देना। ठीक है, हमारे सारी मीठी यादों मेरे साथ लेकर जा रहा हूँ। मैं मैं वहाँ रहूंगा, लेकिन क्या तुम मुझे याद करोगे? ठीक है, मैं याद करूंगा। ये तो मेरा कहानी है। आज हिंदी दिवस का बारे में मैं हिंदी कहानी सुन रहा हूँ। धन्यवाद धन्यवाद सबको। एंड प्रसन्ना जी का जी धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Manohar ji. Dr. Seshni and Dr. I would love to have your reaction, Dr. Miss Sabita Sahu ma'am and Hari Srinivas sir as well. I would request you all three to react on Mr. Manohar's poem. Sabita ma'am, Dr. Seshni and Mr. Hari Srinivas. Yes, ma'am. Please unmute your mics. Savita ma'am, Dr. Seshni, and Mr. Hari Srinivas. Please share your view on Manohar's poem.
सज्जनों, आज हिंदी दिवस इस शुभ अवसर पर मैं एक हिंदी कविता, ये भारत का कविता, भारती का कविता, कन्नड़ भारती, कड़क भारती, काश्मीर भारती, आंध्र भारती, तमिल भारती, केरल भारती, बंगला भारती, अनेक मुख, अनेक मुख, अनेक अनेक स्वर, बहुभाषिणी, बहुभाषिणी, बहुरूपिणी। भिन्नता में एकता, एकता में तोड़ भिन्नता, भिन्नता में एकता, एकता में तोड़ी भिन्नता। सब हिमालय
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your.
one moment.
Please, Dr. Seshni and Sabita ma'am.
Yes, yes, that was a beautiful poem. Thank you, Munawar. That was really beautiful and so well recited. Thank you so much for that beautiful poem.
Thank you,
Very
Dr.
inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you. Miss
नमस्ते
Sabita.
मनोहर जी, नमस्ते मनोहर जी, फर्टाइल ब्रेन्स में आपका स्वागत है और बहुत अच्छा लगा सुन के आपको। ये दोबारा दूसरी बार सुन रही हूँ, पहली बार हमने आपको भुवनेश्वर में सुना था। बहुत अच्छी कविता है और फर्टाइल ब्रेन्स का एक हिस्सा बनिए, अच्छी अच्छी कविताएं सुनाइए। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद मैम, धन्यवाद।
जरूर जरूर मैम,
Thank you, Manohar ji.
थैंक यू सर।
Yes, sir.
धन्यवाद।
Since Roopali ma'am is not here, she could, she has, has there something to attend, so I could just read her poem she shared. It's titled My Garden. Why do I call it my garden? I own nothing, not the earth, not the sky, not the roots of any trees. The rains belong to the clouds, and the sun shines everywhere and for everyone. The moonlight is not mine to catch, nor the fireflies to bottle. I can't pluck the starlights. The stars shine far, far away. Nothing belongs to me. I only wait breathlessly for the flowers to bloom. The birds fly and nest, and the squirrels skip from tree to tree, savoring nuts and seeds. Shrill sounds, mellifluous songs, colorful feathers, soft furs, red beaks, and long tails. Mother Nature made them all. My Garden, My Garden, by Dr. Roopali Sircar. God. Thank you, my dear friends. I think I could just read out my poem if you want to. I mean,
Definitely.
Gigi. Gigi, ma'am. I think we could talk about the Kohish, na? Kohish, the wish. चलिए आपके ऊपर लिखना है अभी बाद में लिखूंगा एक एपिसोडिक फॉर्म में आई थिंक कुछ हो नहीं पाया आई थिंक मैं later on I would write that but then maybe I think I could scroll down that share the one and दो सविता मैम आ गए अभी मैं पहले एक ही हुआ करता था अभी दो आ गए अभी वही देख रहा हूँ देखते हैं अभी आ गया शायद हाँ, आ गया ये थोड़ा ये सब एपिसोड के रूप में इसे लिखा था पता नहीं देख क्या हुआ अच्छा ये जी हाँ अच्छा ये उस दिन की बात है नाउ माय डियर फ्रेंड्स what you are expecting will slowly be unfolding like a whizzing bee and the tune would be so lulling and the wish is cohishing to embrace the walking pearls that are scattered far and across for fine tuning. Yo yo, there you see little Icy taking moments in capturing. Binding in the camera is Neetu Smita Saika and Suvarna PG. My motherly Manjula Asthana ma'am. And now, as I entered into the portal's guru vibration, we felt in the mudras of dance from Odissi and they're gathered already in the hall of auspicious was happenstance, this shining and smooth heart, with their fourth pitch to catch. Yes, Rotary woman of class, Miss Sabita Sahu, and you see, therein, my dear friends, we got lost each other's hugs in synchrony with her poetic resonance. In the company of shaking hands with Mr. Hari Srinivas Veerabatlaji and joined Thanapat, Paramanandada, Manohar Yannam, all dears. Well, only a few minutes left to see the actual scene to witness, and the darling of composition, Lopamudra Mishra and Shruti Mishra, and the accomplices set the stage on fire. And yes, more to go, and the episode continues.
Very nice. You have picturized the whole scene of ख्वाहिश, the wish. पूरी ख्वाहिश की कहानी बता दी सुबह 9:30 बजे से रात के 10 बजे तक की पूरी सारी कहानी बता दी आपने
और भी बहुत कुछ है हम दोनों की है वो है किताबों के बारे में
Many more to come. Nice. बहुत अच्छी है बहुत अच्छी
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, my dear friends. We'll see you next week, same time, same day. Anita, ma'am, we rock, and yes, Anita.
Good night, all. Good night.
all of you.
And I would definitely.
Savita ma'am, Prasanna sir, Vinal sir,
Namaste.
Gangalaxmi ma'am, Hari sir, Sham sir.
Thank you.
And I would definitely. The name of the day is Anita Pandas, Anita ma'ams, Anita Pandas. Two Anita sir.
Lantan sir, namaste.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Harisa.
Dhanyavad.
Gopal sir. Thank you, Manohar. Thank you. Thank you, Lantan sir. Anita
Thank you, Prasanna. Namaskar. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.